What's up, guys? So in this video, we're going to talk about Tortoise Acquisition Company, ticker symbol SHLL, guys. So this is another SPAC type of arrangement, special purpose acquisition company. So you guys have probably seen a little bit of news on this stock, and this stock has basically gotten quite a bit of volume over the last couple of days. And the reason is they released a huge announcement that they were doing a reverse merger with Hyliion, a company that produces hybrid diesel trucks, guys. So let's just kind of go to that article release. So as you can see here, this article is posted on freightwaves.com. It says Hyliion takes a reverse merger path to public trading. So what's basically going on with SHLL is that these companies are basically blank check companies, and they basically sit down and they go through dozens, even hundreds of different companies with business ideas and business plans and marketing strategies and things like that, and then they simply choose a company to basically IPO with. So as you can see here, it says Hyliion, a startup maker of diesel electric truck components, expects to begin publicly trading its stock around the end of the third quarter following a merger with a blank check company created specifically to find a marriage partner with high growth potential, guys. So this is exactly what Tortoise Acquisition Company did. They formed about 15 months ago, and they went through a whopping more than 200 different companies before settling on Hyliion, guys. So this is a huge, I think, vote of confidence because this company has basically sat down and went through over 200 different companies with different business models and strategies and things like this, and they finally settled on Hyliion. And this makes sense because it's very similar to exactly what Nikola Motor did when they basically went IPO, and that stock is up a ton. I talked about that stock when it was around when it was trading under the ticker symbol VTIQ. I made a video when it was around, I believe it was around $35 or so, and that stock is now basically double, guys. So there's a lot of upside in these type of business arrangements simply because we're transitioning into a different era when it comes to electric vehicles and things like that. So the vehicle that Hyliion produces is not 100% electric. It's actually a hybrid. So I'm going to get into that a little bit more as we move through this video, but I just wanted to give you guys the background information on what's going to be happening with the merger. So as you can see, the new company will be called Hyliion Holdings Corp, and it will trade under the ticker symbol HYLN on the New York Stock Exchange, and the implied market cap is about 1.5 billion. So guys, this will not trade for a while. This is going to be the end of the third quarter. So to give you guys a rough date, I would say around September 30th, maybe October 1st, right around there. So we're not really going to see this merger take place for a while now. So but I wanted to make a video because I thought it was in a similar situation as VTIQ and Nikola Motor was, and I think if you can get in early, I think there's a lot of upside. And also we saw a similar thing happen with DraftKings. DraftKings did one of these reverse mergers, and the stock is up a lot. It's up like over 200% as I'm recording this video. So as we can see here, let's just read a little bit more and kind of go into what's exactly going on here. So as you can see, though both Hyliion and Nikola Motor operate in the low carbon green trucking space, Hyliion's diesel electric hybrid technology is already on the road. Okay guys, so here's the CEO of the Hyliion. He says, we are building solutions that are available today and address the immediate needs of today's trucking fleets. Hyliion's solutions were specifically developed to utilize existing infrastructure in an effort to support rapid technology deployment. Our mission is to enable our fleet customers to quickly recognize low carbon emissions and significant lower cost of ownership benefits provided by our technology, guys. So as you can see here, it goes a little bit more into the classifications. I'm not going to go into these in depth. You can check these out on the website, and that's exactly what we're going to go to right now. So if we head over to their actual website, you guys can type this in yourself. You want to check it out, it's just hyliion.com. Here is an example of their product that's going to be released, And as you can see here, guys, there's a lot of nice benefits here. But I think the most important thing is that this is not a fully electric vehicle. As you can see here in the picture, it is a hybrid. So this is where, so there's kind of like a chain reaction that's going on here. So as you can see here, RGN, that's renewable natural gas. You basically put the gas into here, and then the generator charges the batteries, and then the generator charges the batteries, and then the batteries power the motor, and then this makes. The nice thing about this is that it is a hybrid, so it can go 100% electric if it needs to. So it has a lot of flexibility, but okay, one of the cool things about this truck is that it actually recharges itself. So like I said, with the renewable natural gas, the truck is able to basically charge itself while en route to its destination. And it looks like a pretty powerful vehicle as well. Lots of interesting things, and I'm pretty sure a lot of companies are going to be interested in this vehicle. I think it's just a really cool looking truck, and like I said, it's competing basically for the same customer that Nikola Motor is. But the fact that Nikola Motor had around 14,000 pre-orders, we know that trucking is a big part of America. No matter how much technology we get, trucks are going to be needed to transport goods. Most of the stuff that you see sitting in your grocery stores, things that are sitting in malls and things like that, most of these items are transported via trucks. So that business is not going anywhere. So basically, this is an industry that is basically transitioning, and these companies, these young startup companies, are basically going to be making a lot of money selling their trucks to these big corporations that need to transport their goods. So guys, yes, it's just a simple, straightforward business model. A nice hybrid truck. There isn't. I don't see any too many details on when there's going to be mass production. Apparently, the truck is already being produced right now, and the company is just going public at the end of the third quarter. So let's kind of take a look at the stock chart and see what we can see here, guys. So obviously, the stock popped when it was up on big news, and stocks it's been trading down a little bit lower. But if we kind of take a look at a longer term view, so if we take a look at the month chart, we can see that, let's turn this into, show you candles to see this a little bit better. We can see that so far in the month of June, the stock is up pretty big. So I think, guys, this is definitely a nice time to get in. And I've seen some similar things. If I'm going to compare kind of some of these other SPAC companies. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to kind of just give you guys kind of a comparison. Now, obviously, we can't use this, but I think you can kind of use this as a similar situation that perhaps this company will be in, saying that it's similar to Nikola Motor. It's similar, basically the same target market. They're going towards the same corporations and companies that need to transport their goods. So if we do a comparison, we can just simply add Nikola Motor to the chart, and I'm using tradingview.com, guys. 100% free tool. You guys can pick this tool up, easy to use. So if we see here, we just change this. Let's take a look at kind of the last 3 months, the comparison. So remember now, this merger is not fully completed, but as we can see here, basically Nikola Motor was $11, and then after the merger was completed, the stock rocketed up all the way to 80 bucks, and now it's basically settling in the 70s, guys. So I made a video, as I mentioned, around $35. So basically the stock has doubled. And if we take a look at the chart, we can see that Nikola Motor was up 500, almost 600% ever since it kind of entered that initial agreement. So let's see if we can see something pretty similar here. Obviously, it's hard to gauge whether the stock will take the similar movement, but I definitely think there is some upside, guys. Remember, the key date is at the end of the third quarter. That would be around October the 1st, September 30th, October the 1st, right around there. So now could be a good time to buy in early. There's a couple of ways to play this. If you're extremely aggressive, you could obviously just buy shares here and just simply hold. And you're going to have to basically be holding for a couple of months. I would assume that big merger is the big catalyst. And when Nikola Motor merged, that was the huge catalyst in the stock price. So I would expect something similar here. Another option is to perhaps buy some longer term options as well. So those are kind of the two ways I would play it, guys. I think it's 2020. There's a lot of room for these companies to grow and to sell more trucks. And if you take a look at it, really all of these electric vehicle stocks have been soaring. Of course, Tesla's been doing great. Um, Neo has been doing really well. There's another one that I really like that they're about to launch in America later this year. It's called Solo. They sell like, I'm going to make a video on that one. I think it's a really nice buy. Their stock is up. Of course, Nikola Motor is way up. So, stocks tend to trade a long industry. Really nice time to buy. It's still pretty early. You guys can get in early. So that's why I wanted to post this video to give you guys a head up. I think this company is going to do really, really well. And their product is in heavy demand. There's a lot of diesel trucks and heavy duty trucks out there that need to get replaced. And the governments are pushing this all over the world. So lots of opportunity there. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Be sure to subscribe to my channel by smashing that red subscribe button for more videos I'm going to be covering. Different types of stocks, especially special purpose acquisition companies and things like this, just like I covered with Nikola Motors. Congrats to you guys that bought it when I mentioned that around $35. You guys have already doubled your money. So this video. So that's it until next time, guys. Take care.